Welcome back to Folk Solo Sports Show. I had to make this video before it goes unheard of because nobody else wants to bring recognition to this. So I have to, being the Steelers fan that I am, growing up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I have to bring attention to this because yes, the Steelers loss to the Cleveland Browns was embarrassing, and it will forever be remembered as one of the worst day, if not the worst day in Steelers history. Probably the worst loss the Steelers has ever taken in Steelers history. But the reason that all the talk is around the Steelers isn't just because, everybody, is so shocked because of the Browns won the game. The reason that there was so much talk and still is about what the Steelers are going to do and Ben needs to retire and all. I don't hear no good talk about the Steelers, man. It's crazy. Like, we only get a little bit of good talk. Oh, I think Mike Tomlin did a good job, but that's only about 40% of people saying that. The other 60% is saying he needs to get fired. Like, always just Steelers hate. So this is for all the Steelers fans, and this is for all the Steeler haters, because there's a lot of them. We got a lot of Steeler haters out there. If you're a Steeler fan, lover, get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel, what we need to do to get better. And if you're a Steeler hater, you get in the comment section too, because I know there's a lot more Steeler haters than there are fans. All right. So let's get right into it. All right. This is not surprising that y'all is trying to, I know I'm a little late. Should have made this earlier when Cleveland beat us at first. But I just don't want this to go under the radar, because I don't think any other, sports show has talked about this. So I just want to talk about this. This is a study. This was a study. This is from October 29th, 2020. And I searched up on Google the most hated NFL team. And who was it? The Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? And it says, and like those other teams, it's also made the Steelers one of the league's most hated teams. Per Twitter activity, the Steelers are the most hated NFL team in 8 states, topping the Packers, who have 6, and the 49ers, who have 5. No other team is above 4. Okay? So you have the Steelers at 8. 8 states say they hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. 6 say they hate the Green Bay Packers. I'm one of those people because they beat us in Super Bowl 45. And 5 hate the 49ers. No other state has more than 4. So we're double the other 29 teams in the NFL when it comes to being hated. Double. 8, no other team has over 4. Okay? That's a very big percentage. So all the Steelers hate, man, you just, to all my Steelers fans, y'all got to just accept it and expect it, okay? Because there's nothing you can do about it, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all really know. Like, I don't discriminate, like I told y'all from the beginning of this show. I don't discriminate, but I just had to come remind y'all. I just had to come remind y'all what it is. You see the terrible towel in the back. Here go the regular one. The TJ Hushmanzada, wiped his shoes with. Here go that one. But look at that one in the back. Yeah, still remaining. You see all them rings on that terrible towel there. You see all them rings. Still got the most Super Bowls. Tied up with the Patriots. And we're going to get into that also. Because we're the most hated team. Okay? And usually to be the most hated team, you're also the most loved. When you're the most hated, you're usually the most loved too. Okay, so this is for, you know what I mean, all the Steelers fans. Like I said, this is for the haters too. So y'all know, y'all trying to clown about the Browns. Like I said, it was a bad loss. What can you do? But I can't let this fly under the radar as a Steelers fan. Okay, so in 8 states, which is the most in the NFL, and that was just a study from October 29th of 2020, that we're the most hated team in the NFL. This here is also from May 13th, 2020. May 13th, 2020. Most loved football teams in the NFL. Number one, the Dallas Cowboys. Now, truly, really and truly, I would have thought Pittsburgh was number one, and I'm pretty sure we were at one point. But I'll tell you right now, the only reason why the Dallas Cowboys have number one is because they've been known as America's team. Not because, you know, they just got a crazy amount of more fans, I would think. It's only because they're representing America, okay? Let's just be honest. Not because they're a better football team. Like, no. Negative. Stop it. Only because they're known as America's team is the reason that they have more fans than the Steelers. We got the New England Patriots at number two. Most loved NFL team. Most loved NFL team, New England Patriots at number two. Patriots are only above the Steelers at number two because the Patriots in the last 2 decades have been to 9 Super Bowls, okay, with Tom Brady. They've been to 9 Super Bowls. They've been to 11 Super Bowls total. Patriots history, 11 Super Bowls total, 9 in the past 20 years, okay? So everybody got to see the Patriots go to all these Super Bowls when TVs are regular now. Back when the Steelers won their first 4 Super Bowls, a TV wasn't so regular. You had to listen on the radio. So now that there's TVs, there's a lot more excitement and a lot more greatness to see on the TV than hearing on the radio. You can actually see what's going on in the game. There's social media now. So you got all these young kids, 20 years old, 30 and younger, 30 and down, and a lot of younger kids seeing all the greatness, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. What can you do? Okay? So, of course, the Patriots are going to be over the Steelers because they've been to 9 Super Bowls. And even if all the cheating allegations, you can't even stop it because you're just seeing them dominate everybody at that point. Okay? So that's the only reason I feel like that the Patriots made it as most loved team in second place over the Steelers. And then the Steelers are third, okay? We're the most hated team, but we're the third most loved team. And I feel like these numbers, this is from 2020, so these numbers probably switched every year. I guarantee you at one point the Steelers were the most loved team in the NFL at one point. But we got the Dallas Cowboys fans who never lose hope in America's team. And we got New England Patriots who were born in a social, their dynasty happened in the social media age, and when flat screens start coming around and TV start doing all of these little crazy things that the old box TV could never do before. Okay? Then we got the Steelers, okay? Why are we the third most loved team? Because we do it all the time, okay? We might go through hard times like the loss we just took to the Cleveland Browns, but we always bounce back. There's never going to be a time in Steelers history where we go like the Kansas City Chiefs just did and didn't win a Super Bowl in 51 or 52 years. That's never going to happen in Steelers history. I'm sorry. So all the haters, y'all gotta come with something better than us just losing to the Browns. It's never gonna take us 52 years to win a Super Bowl. Trust me. All right, we've been out 11 years now, It's not going to take it's not going to take 20 years, I guarantee you, for us to get back to another Super Bowl, and it's not going to take 51 or 52 years or however long for us to win another Super Bowl. We'll be back, and I almost 90% sure we'll be the first team to get 7 Super Bowls. And I'm pretty sure it will be with Ben Roethlisberger. He might even win 2 more rings before he retires. So all the Steelers fans and the haters, stay tuned for that. Because it don't take the Steelers long. So all the haters out there, you could, you know what I mean? Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. I know y'all hate the Steelers, man. It ain't easy when your team never been to a Super Bowl. The Cleveland Browns never been to the Super Bowl. You know, I don't how many AFC championships have they even been to. It's easy for you to hate when your team ain't been there. All right, I get it. You know what I mean? When you hating on a chance, I get it. But this ain't to discriminate. I just couldn't let this go under the radar, man. I like the NFL, period. I just couldn't let this go under the radar that the Steelers are number 1 most hated and 3rd most loved. And then we got who I thought at one point in 4th place was over the Steelers at one point. Why? Because they won the first 2 Super Bowls, and that's the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers have a big fan base. I know a couple people here. I used to like them until they beat us in the Super Bowl. I never liked them more than the Steelers at all. But before they beat us in the Super Bowl, I used to be like, yeah, I hope Green Bay wins. But I can't do that now. You know what I mean, that's the enemy now. They'll beat us in the Super Bowl. I can't rock with y'all no more. But they're in 4th place. Were the best team in football before Super Bowls even started. They have the most championships. They have more championships than any football team, including when you include Super Bowls. And before Super Bowl started, they have the most championships, and they're in 4th place. They're the fourth most loved team and the 2nd most hated in 6 states. Okay, so the Green Bay Packers know how the Steelers feel. That's why do you think that Super Bowl was so epic when it happened? The Steelers versus the Green Bay Packers. Why you think it was so epic? Because we're really the most loved and the most hated. That's why it was so epic, okay? So the Dallas Cowboys and the Patriots position at this point at 1 and number 2 is just, it's kind of questionable. It's really the Steelers and the Packers, number 1 and 2. Even those Packers only have 4 Super Bowls, they're still the 2nd most hated and the 4th most loved team in the NFL. And the Steelers are the 1st most hated and the 3rd most loved team in the NFL. Okay, so it's just what it is. And see, this proves it. Me saying that the Patriots are only the 2nd most loved team in the NFL because of social media and new TVs, and there not being any hardly TV to watch. And back in the day, this proves it, because the Patriots were nobody until social media and flat screens start coming out. So everybody gets to see the game. It's not hard to get the game. You don't have to listen to it on the radio. So you get to see this. Like, you get to see all this greatness happening. Okay? So this proves it, because the Seattle Seahawks are the 5th most loved team in the NFL. And that proves it right there. The Seattle Seahawks have only been to 3 Super Bowls in Super Bowl history. They've only been to 3, and they only won 1 and lost 2. They lost to the Steelers in the first Super Bowl, Super Bowl 40. They won against the Broncos, and they lost against the Patriots. Okay, so that proves that the Patriots are only 2nd most loved because of TVs and social media, because people are getting to witness the greatness. They're getting to actually see it. All these kids are getting to actually see it. You don't got to listen to it on the radio. If we were still listening to the radio, the Seahawks aren't in the 5th place. I can almost guarantee you that. I'm pretty sure. But they've been to 3 Super Bowls in the past 2 decades. That's why they hold that position. And You got to see it. You actually got to see it. You just didn't have to hear it. You got to see it, okay? So that's where I stand on that. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Like, subscribe, share this video. Do you agree with these points? I'm going to get back with y'all. Peace.